Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of Battle Rap Breakdown. I am your host, the one and only Mike Sean. So, last night, Smack Volume 6 went down. It was a great event. I felt at least. So, I'm about to go ahead and let you guys know how I felt about the outcomes of some of the battles. All right. So the first battle, right? We had Ill Will versus Danny Myers. Did y'all see that battle? Did y'all see the outfit that Danny Myers had on? Hey, but check this out. So for me, I love both battlers, right? Ill Will, he's very high up on my list, very high up, right? And Danny Myers, he's very consistent, and I definitely appreciate what he does and what he brings to the sport. All right, so the first round, I gave it to Ill Will, right? He says something like, "You walk in a fine line like the Undertaker walking the top rope." Everybody knows, like, if you are a WWE fan, you loved it when Undertaker he walked those tight ropes, right? Um, and I believe what Danny Myers, he had a WWE line as well. He said, before WWE, I saw a fiend wrestling with his demons. Y'all got that right. Dope. So if you guys are currently watching WWE, Fiend is the next dude up. All right. Um, First round, I gave it to Ill Will, right? Um, Second round. The second round, I gave it to Danny Myers. And the third round, I gave to Ill Will. So in the third round, Danny had like a 12 play rebuttal. It was dope, right? I thought it was kind of witty. I like what Ill Will did with the whole intersecting universe. It was a play off of Danny Myers' parallel universe. So off first watch, right? Off the very first watch, I got Ill Will winning 2-1. Ill Will winning 2-1. All right. So moving on along. The second battle, Arsenal versus Jerry West. I think I had Arsenal winning this 2-1. That was my prediction. The first round, I think Jerry, he came out punching. He was doing what Jerry does, punches. But you know what, with Jerry, it's a little bit different than like your B Magics and your Avs and your Riders, right? He has that aggression. He has that aggression, and he's definitely like he's a good angler too, right? So he had a line like Ars's ass, I'm speaking British. I thought that was kind of funny, right? So then Arsenal comes out. Arsenal, Arsenal is a legend, right? We already know he's a legend. Arsenal is definitely on Mount Rushmore. Arsenal, he's been one of my top five for a long time. I actually met him at a battle event back in 2015. Very cool dude. Um, Round one, I give to Arsenal. Round two, I give to Arsenal. Round three was really close. I think Jerry edged it, but I can see people giving it to Arsenal. So off first watch, I got Arsenal winning 2-1. And of course, when the battles drop on the URL app, I'm gonna go ahead and break those things down a little bit more, right? So moving on. The next battle. The next battle was the battle of the pins, right? So you had Chile Jones versus B Dot. I think B Dot was the favorite going into the battle, right? I had B Dot winning 2-1. So the first round, Chilla does what he does. He comes out cooking, comes out snapping. Um, it was a you can tell in that first round, like midway through, that it was beatable. That he would have to level up as the battle continues. He said a line like, "Take your energy from daylight, you're solar powered." I liked it. I like that line. B Dot's first round, I really liked it, man. He came in there. Um, he's doing what B Dot does with the penmanship and the aggression. That's what separates B Dot from a lot of guys, right? Some guys they'll have the fire pins, fire punchlines, but they don't have the performance. B Dot, he has it all, right? So B Dot says something like, "Got your eyes on the prize, but that was a bad look." Simple things like that. B Dot, the way he delivers it just makes it fire, right? So that first round I gave to B Dot. The second round, Chile Jones leveled up. He sensed that he needed to up his aggression, and that's what he did, right? He had a fire second round. B Dot, he came in, and I thought B Dot was doing really well until he started kind of slipping up, and I guess it was a choke, but he played it off so well that it wasn't like a death choke. And when I say death choke, a choke to where you clearly lost the battle or lost the round, I should say. So that second round, I think Chile was more consistent, so I gave that second round to Chile. All right. The third round, I think it all came down to the third round. Going into the third round, I had them going both 1-1. B Dot for the first round, Chile for the second round. Um, I think B Dot just, he might have been rapping too fast. His cadence was off in his mind. So it was like a lot of slips and blips, right? But it was still a really solid round, very solid. So on first watch, I got Chilla winning 2-1. Um, B Dot actually admitted to losing, but I thought it was still a good performance. It was very solid performance. So I had Chilla winning 2-1. Now, the next battle, K Shine versus Pat Stay, right? I was looking forward to this battle because I'm a big fan of Pat Stay. I like what he does, and I'm a huge fan of K Shine. I believe that K Shine is he's up there. He might be the top battler doing it right now. I mean, he is just on a streak. If he keeps on doing this, he could be on Mount Rushmore, you know? So first round, I gave it to K Shine. I just didn't like the way that Pat Stay was coming. He was just all over the place. It reminded me of like a grind time battle where dudes are just joking and trying to freestyle their way through it. I wouldn't say he didn't come prepared. I think it might have been that environment. And with that, I said in my prediction that the setting is going to be a disadvantage for Pat Stay. And it was. It was. I had K Shine winning all 3 rounds. All 3 rounds. And that's no knock to Pat Stay. Because I think he's an amazing talent. But K Shine, he's just on a streak. Nobody's stopping him. He's like the no limit tank in 1997, 98. They just can't be stopped. Right? That's K Shine. K Shine, Battler of the Year, in my opinion, or at least top 3. All right. So the last battle, GOODZ versus GEECHI Gotti. Now, this battle lived up to the hype. All right. Great matchup between 2 veterans. Now, I know a lot of you guys are saying, well, GEECHI's not a veteran. Well, yes, he is. Right. If you look at GEECHI's resume for the past 3 years, he's been smoking hot, just smoking. And I believe he has more battles on camera than GOODZ. Right. But this was a good battle. Right. So I got GEECHI winning the first round. And I got GOODZ winning the last 2. Now, this battle, it was definitely a style clash, right? On first watch, I'm giving it to GOODZ. I'm giving it. I have to go back and look at this battle when it drops on the app. I believe I had GOODZ winning this battle. 2-1. But I can't be mad if there's some fans out there that believe that Geechee Gotti won it 2-1 as well. So I definitely can't wait for this particular battle to drop on the app, right? Oh man, it was a good one. It was just one of those things where it all depends on like where you are in life. If you respect street stuff and you're diehard street, you're gonna like what Geechee was saying. You're gonna like it, especially his third round. You are gonna like what he was saying. Goods, Goods does what he does, right? He was on that grown man. Hey, I got my life together. I thought street credit could help me get a house, stuff like that. So this one, I really can't wait for it to drop on the app. I think it was Battle of the Night. I believe performance of the night was Arsenal. Arsenal, it's something about Arsenal, right? When he gets on these big cards and he knows that there's some hot names or people who are well liked in the battle rap community, he makes it his mission to outshine them, right? Arsenal came dope. I mean, Arsenal he showed the world that he can rap, that he can rap. So I give him the performance of the night, and the Geechee Gotti versus Goods, that's the battle of the night. Well, there you have it, folks. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, we out. Yeah.